When certain people become rich enough, money stops behaving like money. It stops being a tool for survival, or comfort, or even luxury. It becomes something else entirely. It becomes a scoreboard, a ranking system in an elite environment. And nowhere is this more obvious than in the world of professional athletes, Hollywood actors, and the top social media influencers. Those three groups of people already have more money, more fame, and more opportunity than most anyone else on earth. And yet, they still chase more with a desperation that looks irrational from the outside. But it's not irrational. It's status-driven greed, and it's far more powerful than money-driven greed ever was, because once you reach the top, status becomes the real currency, and money becomes the scoreboard used to measure it. Let's break it down. We have the professional athlete, for example, who pretends they're chasing dollars, but that's not it at all. Every year, fans watch their favorite athletes jump teams for what looks like a tiny raise. A quarterback or other key player leaves a team that he's led for years. A superstar demands a trade. A franchise player walks away from teammates he claimed were his family. And it stops being like high school or college, where you felt complete loyalty to your school and your teammates. And the fans say the same thing every time. Why leave for just a few million more? You're already rich. But that's the mistake. They think the athlete is chasing money. He or she is not. When you're making 25 or 30 million a year, an extra 4 or 5 million doesn't change your life. It doesn't buy you anything you don't already have. It doesn't upgrade your lifestyle. It doesn't change your future. And you can really only buy so many creature comforts, and that's it. But it does change something else. Your higher salary changes your rank. It changes your status, at least in your mind. It changes your position in the team hierarchy, and more importantly, in the league hierarchy. Because in the locker room or on ESPN, in contract negotiations, and in the mind of players, your salary is not a paycheck. It's a status badge. If another quarterback or wide receiver gets paid more than you, it's not about the money. It's about what the number says. He's above you. He's more valuable. He's the real franchise guy. And that's intolerable in elite environments. So the athlete leaves, not because he needs more money, but because he refuses to be ranked below someone he believes he's better than. This, my friends, is status greed, and is stronger than any money greed ever was. And then we have our second example. We have the Hollywood elite, almost joined at the hip with certain professional athletes. In Hollywood, status is pure oxygen. Actors are no different. In fact, they might be worse. Hollywood is built on the hierarchy so rigid that even the smallest details become status marker. Yes, the money's important, but who gets top billing? Who gets the biggest trailer? Who gets the best dressing room? These things don't cost the studio much. They don't change the actor's life. They don't affect the movie, but they affect the status ladder. And in Hollywood, status, again, is pure oxygen, enriched oxygen. Actors will turn down roles, fire their longtime agents, sabotage relationships, and walk away from franchises, not because of money, but because of position, because of status. If another actor gets paid more, it's not about the dollars. It's about what the dollars mean. He's the star. She's the face of the franchise. He's the one the studio believes in. Money is just the scoreboard. Status greed is the Hollywood game. And then we have the newcomers, the internet influencers, the most status-addicted group of all. Influencers don't even pretend it's about money. Their entire world is built on follower counts, likes, views, FaceTime, engagement, brand deals. This is pure status economics. Influencers will fake relationships, fake lifestyles, fake wealth, fake drama, fake friendships, fake generosity, fake authenticity, all to climb a ladder that doesn't even exist in the real world. They don't chase money. They chase the almighty sacred visibility, because visibility is status in their digital world, and status is the only thing that matters. And so we end up, witnessing a world where status greed is more dangerous than money greed. Money greed is simple. I want more. Status greed is different. I want to be above you. The second one is far more powerful and far more destructive, because status greed never ends. It never satisfies. It never reaches enough. Someone with more followers. Status greed turns life into a race with no finish line. It's a ghost line, a floating line that's always a little further away. And the people who look like they have everything, the athletes, the actors, the influencers, they're often the most trapped of all, because the higher you climb, the more terrified you become of falling, because of looks, because of age, because of ability, or because of the agent or parent or partner who spent all the money, and so you have to restart if you can. Does that sound familiar? Here's the real MRI. Athletes don't want to be paid more. They want to be seen as the best. Actors don't want bigger contracts. They want to be the star. Influencers don't want brand deals. They want to be envied. They want to count. They want perpetual FaceTime. Money is just the scoreboard that they use to measure their place in the hierarchy. And once you understand that, the entire world of elite behavior makes sense, because the richest people in the world aren't chasing wealth. They're chasing status. And status is the one form of greed that can never, ever be satisfied. It's a moving target. Folks, thanks for watching. In Greed MRI, we scan the world for hidden greed so you don't get played by the story behind the spotlight. Join us every day for our short and long videos on key topics